Hey guys! We're RiggyRob and Pimmsy, and welcome back to Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity.
Well, hello there.
So, it's been a while since we played Hyrule Warriors, but the expansion pass has released all of the waves. So Wave 1 came out in July, and Wave 2 came out at the start of November. So we're making our way through the DLC now.
Wave 3 came out right here.
Yes, I suppose so. So EX to Zelda's Side is part of DLC 2. DLC 1, I don't think added any story missions, but it did add things called vicious monster battles and challenges.
You've got to do memory quests, so you have to gain these things.
Ah, okay. That's interesting.
You know what the bottom one is. But I've got to obtain 3 Hydro Melons, which shouldn't be too difficult.
Yeah.
Find and defeat a hidden monster, which is really ambiguous. Whatever. Oh, check it!
Yeah, so this is the new playable character. Oh,
I haven't fixed him yet in the main game.
Technically you have not fixed him, no, but they added him in the DLC as well. Or at least a variant, I believe. Because supposedly there are more characters to unlock after doing the main game, which we have not already done. What's the issue, Pimmsy?
Kitty.
What about the kitty? Oh, okay, fair enough, fair enough. Well, anyway, so we are here. We are with we're doing DLC Wave 1 and Wave 2, and I will go through the different sort of things that have been added. Oh no, so Terrako is playable. Yes, that is not incorrect. You can play as Terrako.
I know I can play.
I know, but I'm saying that it's not a DLC edition.
No, I could. So what we've been working towards previously is fixing it. But
you can play as Terrako.
Didn't do that yet because
no,
I didn't get up to it. Right. So I've never played as him, so I'm not got any idea how to do it.
Sure. So we'll see how this goes.
He's gonna terrorize. I can see it in his little face.
Yeah. Well, you need to bap him when he's being naughty, and then he will stop being naughty.
Coda, come. Don't want to. Bye-bye.
Da-da-da.
I love this game. I haven't played this game in like 2 years.
No, it's been this year, but it was you know,
a
just
while
before the DLC came out, and we're like, oh well, we'll wait until the rest of the DLC comes out.
And then life happened.
Yep. And there's the portal.
All the time I'm looking at it, I'm like, this would make a really good happy home. Well, that would be a collaboration I'd like to see.
It would indeed.
Breath of the Wild means
Don't worry, we can see what's going on in the camera view behind your head.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, we can see the cats pointing out to the window.
Because you guys don't normally see what they're doing. They don't normally see when they're being dicks. I think there's actually a cat outside, to be fair. Like, must protect my honor.
So, what are these 4 spirits going
no, but the last
towards?
time that something came out the ceiling, it was in Twilight Princess. And it dropped the creepers out of the black things.
Bum bum bum!
It's evil!
Evil Terrako.
A red eye instead of a blue eye.
There was a plucky guardian who traveled back in time from a Hyrule devastated by Calamity Ganon's revival to a Hyrule that existed before that dark time.
But Calamity Ganon's malice had made the same journey through space and time. It possessed the little guardian that slept in this foregone era and set certain machinations in motion in order to bring about the Calamity's revival.
Voice actors you've heard before.
Entirely unaware of the enemy that had pursued it, the time-traveling guardian hurried to seek out Princess Zelda.
I haven't heard that one.
You've heard both of them before. Just because you don't remember who they are doesn't mean that you haven't heard them before.
Is it Rob and
You're on the right track. So,
Okay,
yeah.
I have no fighting ones.
Well, of course not. You're a small little guardian. You don't even have any weapons. Is that a tiny guardian? Yes, it is. And your first mission is to find Zelda.
Well, the thing is I'm supposed to actually find melons. I have no way of destroying said melons, so I don't really know how I'm going to do that.
You're not going to. You're going to find Zelda first. So anyway, I will go through what the expansion passes have added in the DLCs. I just need to find the right things because, as you can imagine, there are lots of websites that say, "Oh, this is how you do the DLC." There's not things that actually list what the DLC includes because there's a lot to them.
How do I zoom out on there?
Forgotten so much. Oh, don't worry, you'll just press buttons and you'll get there eventually.
How do I zoom out on the map?
It'll be minus or it'll be click the right stick, click the left stick.
Pressing all of the buttons.
So you've already zoomed out then, haven't you?
No.
What do you mean no?
It's tiny, the map.
The map is tiny, yes. If you need to see a big overview, you see it on the big view. And hey, look, you've got weapons now.
I'm fucking tiny and I've got to battle this thing. Are you kidding me?
You got to charge your laser and fire your laser.
Hang on. Priorities.
Yes, priorities. Get the Savage Lionel sword first.
Apple.
You're very lucky that you start off with like 12 bars.
I don't have the Sheikah Slate.
You don't have a Sheikah Slate either.
Oh
no,
my god,
no.
this is impossible.
And you get to hear little clanger noises as you're fighting.
Clanger? Is that what you would associate that with?
Yes, you called it clangers all the time.
I would have associated that with R2-D2.
It does sound more like R2-D2, but then again, we've been rewatching The Mandalorian, so that's probably why.
So clangers is more like... Whereas that's more like a...
I guess so. Maybe it's closer to BB-8 than it is... Oh, nice. Not bad, not bad. Alright, let's see. So I've got up the new story missions, which is part of Guardian of Remembrance.
Breakdown of... Right, so I've got Y, X. No, sorry, I've got X, Y, X, Y.
Yes.
Right,
It's
so
the same as the rest of the game. It's just mash the Y button and the X button at the end.
X is that, which is shit, right? So YX is okay.
Little bomb. Oh wow, that's cool. Little like whirlwind.
Okay, that's decent, right? So that's YYX. YYX. Okay, that's a bit shit.
A laser beam that sort of holds a bubble in place to do damage, I would assume. Or maybe you need to trigger the bubble again to do actual damage.
Right, so that's the bubble.
And then you press X again to shoot the bubble, maybe?
No, because that's not in the thing. Unless that's a one for later.
It might be for one for later. As you can imagine, you'll upgrade the combos and things will go off.
4. Okay, that's really shit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so that's a bit pointless.
Alright, let's see. So I believe the mission that you're currently doing is EX to Zelda's side, which is the first mission of Wave 2. But again, like I said, Wave 1 doesn't have any story missions, as it were. But it does have some quest line missions. And it does say these quests do have to be completed sequentially. Okay. Let's see if we can find...
Love it when you have to do things sequentially.
I mean, that's kind of like most things, because time is linear.
I don't pay attention to that. Ridiculous.
Alright, so...
Can I like use like... Oh, I can... Right, okay, so I can use staff.
Oh.
That's X.
Yeah, but you get to... It's probably like a Zelda ability where you press X again and you'll do a big attack. Yeah. Well, maybe. Don't worry, you'll figure it out as you go.
Yeah?
Okay, so... DLC Wave 1 is Pulse of the Ancients.
Sat on me. Get off me, you fatty!
It includes a new playable warrior, 2 new weapon types, the Apocalyptic difficulty level,
I'm fine with this guy there, but whatever.
new enemies, and EX Vicious Monster Battles. And there's also a unique one as well. So that's Forgotten Temple. That might be one we want to look at if we feel up to the challenge.
The what?
EX Vicious Monster Battle, Forgotten Temple. There's a few challenges, so one is for the weapon types, then there's Pura and Robbie's study, request from the lab, guardian training, things like that. New materials, but then that's probably for the new characters, and a lot of side quests, wooden swords, respect the elements, undeniable proof, and then side quests, roll out the research, and so on. So yeah, like I said, first wave has added a lot of additional side quest things to do. Let's see if we can find the actual highlights. Wave 1 DLC details. Doesn't list the whole thing. Let's have a look at this. So yeah, you're doing the first memory quest.
Yeah, I figured.
Ah, okay. So it seems like the materials need to be done in a single playthrough. So you know the things they asked you to gather?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to get all 3 on one playthrough of the level. You can't get one and then finish the level and then get the other 2.
I figured that would be the case. That's why I'm trying to figure out where they actually would be.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Trying to find stuff.
And the second wave of DLC is Guardian of Remembrance. Includes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different story missions. So you're doing the first one now. 4 new stages. I'm surprised Kakariko Village wasn't in the game before now. I don't remember it ever being a thing though. New weapons. And more characters.
Can I not pick up these watermelons?
Well, you've already broken them. They're all, like in pieces. Can't use those.
Right, okay, so I think that's everything for sure.
So you've cleared out the corner of the map then.
Wait, what was that?
I don't think there's any Koroks here. Koroks are main game only.
Yeah, but I saw... Oh, it was Walton.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a button though. Button! There's no Koroks to find. That's useful to know, thank you.
Koroks is a main game only thing, I believe.
Okay. Nope. I don't know whether I'm thinking too hard about this collection thing.
Probably. I mean...
no, I've just found a watermelon.
From breaking a tree?
Yeah, in a box.
A box.
So I was absolutely right.
So they'll be in boxes then?
Yes. I assumed there would be, but just try and find the boxes, that's all. Like, I can see one over there. But I can't get to it. Assuming there'll be an extended part.
Mm-hmm.
What is that? Oh, yeah.
So yes, the minus button is the thing that toggles the minimap zoom. Is that minus or did you press plus?
It's minus.
Oh, hang on, that's definitive edition, never mind. Age of Calamity. I don't imagine they would have changed the
well, it is
controls.
changed because that just opens the whole thing, so...
Zoom into
the
minimap.
Hang on, it's clicking the left stick. But I can't change things. Look, if you see there, it says change map. I can't do it. It must be deliberately locking it in place. I think we're trying everything.
Like, I can't see the whole map. It's like, well, generally, the game's minimaps will usually be zoomed in to make sure that you are focusing on the thing right in front of you. And if you want to see the whole map overview, you pause it and you see, alright, that's where I want to go. It's why,
no.
it's why in Fire Emblem Warriors they have it so that you pause the map and then send the character to go into the different positions. Because it's a lot easier to do it that way. So how are you finding Terrico as the first?
Shit.
Well, I mean, you've only got a few combos with him. I'm sure they'll give you a few more because of the materials from this map. But so far, your impressions are,
Yeah.
Is that right? Okay. He looks fairly nimble, which is good in this type of game.
Yeah, he works well, but I mean,
Ta-da!
yeah. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about him at the moment. I like him better than some of the other characters.
Oh yeah, I can imagine that you like him better than Hestu and
Great Fairy.
Great Fairy. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
They sucked.
Mm-hmm.
Great as characters. I really like them as characters, but fucking hell were they difficult. Right, can I zoom out now? Ah, there we go.
Ah, right, I see. Okay.
Do you see why I was getting?
Oh, the
frustrated?
Hydro Melons might actually just be in the chest.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily, but they might be.
Can I? Oh, okay, aha. Okay.
Oh yeah, don't forget you can fire your laser with ZR and charge it with ZL.
No,
Ooh.
Yeah, so I couldn't do that before
Interesting.
in the last bit. I can do it now.
That's good to know.
Where do I go?
You want to go to the glowing dots?
I know, but I don't want to do that yet.
Ah, I see, okay. Yeah, let's see.
Let's see what this A attack is then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Just obliterate everything in your path.
By the looks of things. This wasn't bad.
Da-da-da.
Come on. Target! Oh my god. I wonder if we'll get like ancient weapons as the weapon.
Well, you're already getting ancient weapons for Link. Because he can use, well, he can basically use any of the ancient weapons that you can find. So spears, axes, swords.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
I don't
can use
know.
a lot of the weapons in the whole game, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know whether they're any better than the Master Sword, but you know, they are an option. I think the ancient weapons might be stronger in terms of like raw strength and like the numbers of it, but the Master Sword has
right, got
extra
you. Okay, right, that charge.
effects or abilities or something like that.
Seem to have a fully charged X attack now, but I've got no idea what to do with it.
Well, try firing the laser.
I don't know what it. What? Oh, like. Ah.
Yeah, that's it.
Right. So
You
just
get to
easier.
shoot like turrets, and you can probably mash ZR and just shoot. Basically,
shout,
play
though.
a shoot 'em up.
Sorry, I'm getting hit a lot. It's just I'm trying
No.
to still try and figure out.
Again, this is the first time you played as Terrico, so it makes perfect sense.
the wrong button. That's actually really good. I like that a lot.
Oh yeah, because you can use it with your trigger finger, and you can keep your thumb on the face button, so you can do both actions at the same time.
Yeah.
It does look quite a lot like a Kamehameha, that. So, you know Dragon Ball Z, right? The laser beam they shoot from their hands is called the Kamehameha. And you can hear them like going, Kamehameha.
Who's
Kamehameha.
Or who's Rodar? I don't know.
No, that's Skyrim.
I know, I was joking.
And you don't shoot lasers in Skyrim. Oh, maybe you do.
Again, a joke!
I don't know, I've never finished Skyrim myself, to be honest, so you might be able to shoot lasers in that game. Let's see. So the first DLC for Hyrule Warriors
It kind of pauses them.
holds them in place. Well, that makes sense because you can't use the Sheikah Slate. So you can't do
Yet.
state. Yeah, it might be ever. You don't
Boom!
know.
You're liquid! Wah!
But yeah, if you can hold them in place with your ability as a guardian, then maybe that's why you might not be able to use the Sheikah Slate.
Weak point smash! Kaboom!
Yeah, so the first DLC for Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity seems to revolve around a new service called the EX Royal Ancient Lab, a place where Robbie and Pura have a chance to perfect their research and provide brand new tools for our favorite heroes. This includes new characters, weapons, and quality of life improvements. So this was in late June 2021.
Okay, right, so you can kind of do all the buttons all at the same time. God, it's like a dirty finger though.
Well, yeah, I can imagine, because you have to mash every single button on the hand. And we've got Reaper here. Hello, Reaper. Thanks for joining the stream. How are you doing today?
Can you even hit me?
No, because when you keep shooting, it will shoot in place, it looks like. So if you can corner it like you've done now, then you can just keep mashing.
It really hurts. I'm not going to do that very much.
No, that's fine. You don't have to, you know. It is an ability that is available to you, but you don't have to do it. So, DLC 1. Some of the resources you need to complete the challenges in the Royal Ancient Lab can only be obtained through the EX DLC quests. For example, maintenance oil, lubricant, guarding claws, and so on. Some challenges don't just require resources, you'll also need to perform an action a certain number of times. For example, killing 1,000 opponents with a new weapon, or freezing 100 enemies in cryonis. For a challenge to unlock, all challenges that have strands leading to it from the left must be completed. So that's why it has to be done sequentially. So to unlock the challenge An Apple a Day, both challenges, an abundance of apples and hungry hunches must be completed. So, yeah, makes sense. The challenges will become more difficult as you go down. Many are easy to complete with a few resources, but others are more complex. So, one of the new weapons, So for one of the new weapons, you need to find a challenge that is marked with a zigzag symbol, and will provide you with an upgraded version of that weapon. And then the next one is... So it looks like, well, it sounds like there's going to be like a web of challenges. So there's going to be one challenge at the start, and it's going to link to other ones. So you have to complete all of them to actually complete the end of the quest, I guess. Investing in these challenges will provide a better version of it, and the very farthest right of the web of challenges will allow you to unlock the new character. You need to work through both the middle and lower challenges to gain access to the new character.
Really weak weapon though, that's the only thing. That laser is not very strong at all.
No. So again, after you do this mission, you'll probably get something for Terraco.
Well, to be able to level up, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, because Terraco is level 40 and your highest character is level 80 something? 84?
Maybe I should level up the... Could I level up before?
I think you can spend rupees to level up your characters. Whether you wanted to do that with Terraco, I don't know, but again, this is literally the first time you played as Terraco. So, Apocalyptic difficulty setting. There's no announcement of this edition when you install it, but it's added all the way. If you go to settings, you can now view Apocalyptic mode. This makes it harder than ever to work through the content and beat your opponents. So Apocalyptic mode sounds like a difficulty mode they've added for people who complain that Hyrule Warriors is too easy. So when people say that Hyrule Warriors is too easy, what they mean is like most of the normal enemies just stand and let you hit them.
That's true.
So I imagine Apocalyptic is the enemies that just stand around and hit you normally will actually start fighting back. Which I can imagine is very, very hard when you're facing hundreds and thousands of enemies.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, I can't imagine that would be very enjoyable, but I mean, I guess each their own. Come on.
So the game includes several new resources that didn't exist before the DLC. You can only get them by completing the quests that were also added in the DLC. You'll be able to tell these by the EX symbol.
Come on then.
It should detail which resource it will give you, but some you can predict. For example, Vicious Monsters report is only given by Vicious Monsters. So, maintenance oil, lubricant, blah 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 blah. You can also get Shikar rune improvements.
Okay.
There are 4 challenges in the middle part of the web that are marked with familiar symbols: the bomb, the lock, the magnet, and the snowflake. These are challenges that when you complete them will increase the amount of damage enemies take from the associated rune. They'll ask you to use the rune in a particular way. before you go to unlock it. You can read the challenge description for a hint. Also, Reaper says, imagine a gameplay trailer and the title of Breath of the Wild 2 at the Game Awards. And also, this game is a Muso. Normal enemies are just existing to be killed. Yeah, I mean, that is the idea, right? Most of the enemies that just stand around and let you hit them is they're there to let you charge up your A attacks, you know, your special meters, your whatever abilities you might have in the game. Yeah, basically, you know. It's supposed to be like, ooh, look at you, you know, badass hero, you're taking on hundreds and hundreds of enemies and you're, you know, making your way through all these tough enemies. And if they made every enemy like a challenge to face, that would get really frustrating. But that's why they've called it Apocalyptic mode difficulty. And yeah, I don't know whether we will see a gameplay trailer for Breath of the Wild 2 at the Game Awards.
No, we won't, because Nintendo or Blue Ball on this with everything.
Well, at the very least, there might be a trailer. Whether it's a gameplay trailer, we don't know.
I'm hoping for Twilight Princess.
Why are you hoping for Twilight Princess?
Always hope.
They're not going to do it.
Always hope.
So, Breath of the Wild 2 is currently still scheduled to release in 2022. There's no firmer release date. If Breath of the Wild 2 is going to come out in 2022, then we could expect a date to be released. So they'll say, like, November 2022 or...
That's when you can use that and it works really well.
Okay.
When you're getting the weak
part. Okay. As for the title, I think, yeah, the title is probably the most likely thing we'll be able to find out. Because, you know, the game's been in development for a few years now.
There might be a couple of sneaky characters that they spoil.
What do you mean by sneaky characters they spoil?
Like they might showcase a few new characters.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like tease a couple.
Mm-hmm. So...
Or, let me rephrase, some classics that they're bringing back.
Okay, what classics would you expect them to bring back?
I'm really bad with names. What's the little green character?
You can carry on playing, you know.
What's the green character?
The green character.
Balloon.
With the what?
Balloon.
The green character with the balloon is Tingle.
Yeah. Did I put Tingle?
Is Tingle in Breath of the Wild? He's not, is he? The outfit is, but he's not. Tingle's Breath of the Wild.
Pretty sure Tingle is not in. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
Tingle's outfit or Tingle's set is an armor set from Breath of the Wild. It's based on Tingle, a character who first appeared in Majora's Mask.
Ain't in.
Tingle's outfit is part of the Fairy Clothes side quest, which is available in the Master Trials DLC for Breath of the Wild.
But he ain't in.
No one's a fan of Tingle in Breath of the Wild. Yeah, well.
I like Tingle.
Tingle was first introduced in Majora's Mask as a bit of an eccentric person, and it's nice to see him represented. The outfit doesn't grant armor strength, but it lets you run faster at night. So yes, Tingle is not in Breath of the Wild.
Like that, bring him back.
I mean, they could bring him back. I don't know whether people would describe Tingle as a classic, you know? When people think classic characters that are Zelda, they would probably say, you know... Well, the thing is that you can't just bring characters in from other games, because it requires an explanation of some sort, like a portal appeared. Which is why, you know, this game, it's time travel, and Terraco traveled through time to prevent the Calamity. And we all know that doesn't actually happen, but there's at least an excuse there. If you were to bring back characters like Hilda or Midna or, you know, Ruto or anybody else...
Midna would be an excellent one.
Yeah. Like, I think people would consider Midna more of a classic character than Tingle.
I wouldn't consider Midna a classic character at all.
Why not?
Tingle's been in the games since, for a long time.
Tingle's been in since Majora's Mask.
Yeah, and Midna's only been in since Twilight Princess.
Yeah, but...
In fact, she only had one game. Tingle's been in a few.
Well, no, she was in Hyrule Warriors as the first one.
She was main character. That's really different.
Yeah. I mean, Twilight Princess came out 15 years ago.
Why'd you do
19th of November 2006.
that?
So, you know, some people consider 15 years ago to be retro.
15 years is like a whole teenager.
It is a whole teenager, you're right. But I can't imagine they will bring old characters back. Like, I think, if anything, going by... Well, this is kind of speculation, but also kind of spoilers, so
Don't spoil it
apologies.
then.
Well, it's speculation, I
No.
don't know whether it is.
No.
I never played the game that I'm talking
La
about.
la 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 no.
Did you finish Skyward Sword?
Yes, of course I
You did, alright. So it's
Are you talking
possible.
about Girahim? Or...
It's possible there may be characters from Skyward Sword that are introduced or brought back in Breath of the Wild 2.
Girahim's
But
great.
again, that's complete speculation. I've got no idea if that is even a thing. It is mainly based off the trailer we saw of Breath of the Wild 2, which is a lot of flying in the sky. So, you know, the anniversary of Skyward
What's
Sword and
the,
Skyward Sword HD being released makes, you know, sense to link those two.
What are the characters that are in the sky?
The characters that are in the sky.
There's little character things that fly.
Little character things that fly. You'll have to
Yeah.
be more descriptive with the word character.
Right, they're not... You used to collect them. You get them from pots. They used to live in pots.
You can carry on playing, you know.
I can't play and
Yes,
think.
you can. It's easy.
You ask too much of me.
No, you asked the question. Which characters are you referring to? Are you referring to Uko?
Yeah.
Because those weren't necessarily collectible characters. I get what you mean, they were in the pots, but they let you...
Aha!
Oh, you got Hydro Melons, nice. They let you
What's
return
next?
to a dungeon.
How am I supposed to know what the fuck?
You can't. You have to complete the thing first and then do it. Or it's a hidden objective that might get covered up, uncovered later on once you do the actual stuff. Like, defeating the white maned Lionel might be the final thing.
Come on then.
So, yeah.
You can sit on me, but you're not. I'm not going to come to you. You're going to have to come to me.
Hello, cat. Oh, you're not on the camera. No, you're not.
Come on then.
Hello. Not over my shoulder.
Come on. Come on.
Reaper says, it's Nintendo. The most probable thing that they do is announce whatever at the Game Awards, then a few weeks later make a surprise Nintendo Direct, and there they will announce the Zelda title and a full trailer. Well,
Hey, come on then. Come on properly.
that is an idea.
Hey, Joe.
I'm just thinking back to
No, don't bite that. Don't
Smash
lick.
Bros. They've done a few announcement things at the Game Awards, like they announced Joker and Sephiroth at the Game Awards. And then did the full presentation afterwards. But that makes sense because it was a Smash Bros. Direct kind of thing.
Please don't lick the...
Whether Nintendo will do their own Direct, I don't know. Like, they tend to have a Direct in, you know, the early part of the year, like January
They tend to,
or
but
February.
COVID.
Well, they would say that things may be delayed because of COVID. They can't
You know what they're
give
going to do?
guarantees.
They're going to just announce a lot of mobile games. That's what they always do.
Nintendo don't announce mobile games. If anything,
Pikmin Go.
yes, Pikmin Go is a mobile game, but that doesn't mean that Nintendo announced it. In fact, let's have a see. When was it announced?
Kato! Did you see the Kato?
They probably saw him, or at least his tail.
Come on, sit down.
Let's
Sit
see.
down. Ow!
So the Pikmin Go announcement was in March 2021, and it rolled out globally in October.
Horror. Not horror. Obviously, had a tree on its head.
I don't think it was in a Direct. It was just announced.
Oh, wasn't it?
Nintendo and Pokemon Go developer launch new
No!
game.
No! No!
Kenai,
Kenai,
come here.
get down.
Kenai. Good boy. Oh, usually it's Coda that's the naughty one.
Because I'm playing.
I don't
Wants
think that
my-
usually makes a difference, does it?
Wants my attention.
True, he does want your attention because he is a jealous little baby.
We have to give our cats antidepressants now because they're so reliant on me.
I haven't done that for a while yet.
We have literally got plug-in antidepressants.
Oh, that, yeah. the relaxing
Anti-anxiety.
thing. Oh, dear. Poor Lionel. Absorbed. Harbinger Ganon. Whoop. Okay. Got like a Wolverine claw in one of his arms.
Oh, yeah. Aha!
2 swords, and is that a shield for one of them? So yeah.
No.
It would be nice if we get more. So Kenai has just jumped in front of the TV.
I can't see where I am. It's literally in front of where I am.
Well, luckily enough, you are not tied down to your chair. You can move.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to because he's.
No, I was saying you're not tied down to your chair. You can move with the microphone still on you. Like you can just get up and move it. Yeah.
You know,
it's a long enough cable. Just push him off. Just push him
I
off.
will do this. Ready.
I mean, right behind you may not have been the best idea.
Okay.
Away from the TV would have been a better idea, I think.
Okay. Okay.
Stand up and push him off.
Come on, get down. Get down.
I like that. So when you step forward to get him down from the TV, your face reappears on my webcam screen. I think that's quite nice. By the way, didn't you complete this yet? We've completed the main story of Age of Calamity.
No, to answer the question, we never completed the first one.
We completed the main story.
No, we didn't.
We completed the main story of Age of Calamity. There was other post-game things that we could have done, but we have not yet completed.
No,
and we are playing the DLC.
We got materials from like Lionel and stuff. And
yeah, you need to grind materials, but the main thing is that you get the new character Terrico, which we did. Oh. And the resource requests and so on is to unlock the other different character, which I have not told Pimmsy who that character is, because it is massive spoilers. But yeah, so we are playing DLC, well this is a Wave 2 mission, but we're playing DLC Wave 1 and 2 basically.
I'm going to use fire because I'm hoping that the thing is like useful.
Da-da-da. Absorb. Regeneration. Wow, back to full health. Interesting. All right, well, you know, I'm sure the main, I'm sure the DLC difficulties are a bit of a step up from the main game, but yeah.
I think that this is a scripted fight, and I don't think I'm gonna win.
I think you have to defeat it to a point. Like, you have to do a certain amount of damage because then that'll trigger the cutscene, right? You may not, for story reasons, be able to defeat Harbinger Ganon, but
look at how little damage I'm doing.
You can't give up.
I'm not. Am I giving up?
No, I'm just saying, like, you say you're not supposed to win the fight, and you probably might not be able to, but you can't just not try and fight it.
Look at what minuscule damage I'm doing to this thing.
Just gotta keep chipping away at it. Yeah, so there may be old characters brought back in Breath of the Wild 2, there may not. You know, we'll just have to wait and see. Hello, Cat. Are you coming to join me instead? Or are you just very antsy? So, other than like classic characters, what would you like to see as part of Breath of the Wild 2?
Fine.
You'd like to see Fi. Isn't Fi a classic character? Also, how does Fi work when the Master Sword already exists in Breath of the Wild?
Dual character.
A dual character. Okay, I see. Never give up, never let down. Sounds like a Rick Astley song.
Talking like Sword Art Online style, like.
I've never really paid attention to Sword Art Online, so you'll have to explain that in a little bit more.
I don't know if I'm getting the right reference. What's the one where they change the sword?
could refer to a couple of... You know, it's a funny thing. Turning into a weapon is quite a common anime trope. So the most recent one we watched was Record of Ragnarok, where the Valkyries turn into a weapon.
That wasn't one of them.
But
equally nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die before.
You'll be fine. You'll be able to do it. Yeah, never give up, never let down, never run around and desert you.
Ooh, dessert.
So, let's see. Anime where the characters
I'm not sure.
turn into swords. See.
I'm sure it's Sword Art Online.
It could be.
Come on, that hitbox is freaking massive.
Oh yeah.
Look at Crab walking up to us.
Yeah. There we go. You did it.
I'm doing chipping it, this thing. It's gonna absorb something else now. I didn't get it down to... No, I did not get it down to 0. Not dead.
Look, he's very happy.
Not dead!
He's happy.
Coffee percolator, you don't understand!
Oh, okay. That's a bit different.
Phase 3. No, Kenai. Kenai, get down.
Naughty boy. Oh no, you're trapped.
Don't meow at me. No, I'm not gonna help. What's he doing?
I have no idea. Oh, there's the little guardian.
There's Snickers yet.
Yeah.
Why do you always sit right in the middle? Bastard. Kenai.
So Terrako is stuck. How long has it been there for?
I really want to see. Oh, don't. I'm not
Very
gonna miss
graceful.
this. That was with HD. Probably butt clap them.
Don't think they could, but you brought it to their attention anyway. Oh, he's all rusted.
Come on then.
Swinging away. It's like they're gonna roast it over a fire.
It's like they're running away from home and it's the bag. Did you ever pretend to do that when you were a kid?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, me either.
Hey, Link's here! Oh hey, it's the start of the Age of Calamity. That was like a prequel to the main game.
To think
Rob.
these memories were lying dormant.
Ah, I see. Then
Thought it was Robbie's
area
voice.
observation recordings must have been
I can't remember her
stored
name.
Pura. Or Pura, I don't know. But yeah, there you go. So that was the first story mission of the DLC
Yeah, but did I do
completed.
the extra thing?
Oh. No, I guess not. It might actually be one of those things where you can't do it the first time you play the map, which would be a bit annoying, but not uncommon. Chances are you might be able to replay the mission, and then you'll be a lot stronger, and then you'll get, you know, a chance of actually defeating it. And Reaper says, Noragami, god weapons are people, actually spirits of dead people. Soul Eater and Elemental Glade?
So, I have seen Soul Eater.
Uh-huh.
So it might have been Soul Eater.
Soul Eater then, yeah. Are another two in which characters turn into weapons.